Hey everyone, Dusty here. As of today, I'm only a few days out from my first race of the year, Victoria 70.3, and I just thought I would share with you my race day fueling plan. Okay, so we'll start with breakfast. I'll wake up in the morning, I'll have a couple of eggs, a banana, a greens powder mixed in with my water bottle, and then I'll have a coffee on the way to the race. My race starts at 6 a.m. and I think I need to leave my house at about 3:30, so I definitely need something to wake me up and get me snappy for the race. And then from that point until the swim starts, I'll just sip on a weak electrolyte solution just in a water bottle. Alright, and then I get out of the swim onto the bike and I'll have 750 calories with me on the bike in 2 water bottles. And my fuel of choice is Glycodurance, so I'm using some unflavored and then some flavored as well. Mango flavor, pretty tasty. And here's how that 750 calories breaks down. I'm looking to hit about 300 calories per hour. So in the first hour, I'll go through this bottle. So this bottle will have 2 scoops of the unflavored Glycodurance and then 1 scoop of the flavored. So this is going to provide me with the hydration that I need and 1 hour's worth of fuel. When I'm done this, I'll chuck it at an aid station and replace this bottle with water only. And then on my second fuel bottle that I'll have on the bike, it'll have 450 calories. So roughly about an hour and a half's worth. Now that should be more than what I need. Hopefully the bike on Sunday only takes me about 210 to 215, but it'll be nice to have some extra fuel on board just in case I need it. So this bottle specifically will have 3 scoops of the unflavored and then 1.5 scoops of the mango flavor. And that's the reason that I use the unflavored version. It's just if you had 4.5 scoops of a single flavor, it would just be way too sweet to consume. And because this is a more concentrated bottle, I don't really look at it as this is where I'm getting my water or my hydration. So that's where that bottle that I pulled in off the aid station comes in handy. So every time I take a sip from this 450 calorie bottle, I chase it with water only. Now I really like using Glycodurance because it uses a carbohydrate called cluster dextrin. So I've used what's called maltodextrin in the past, and cluster dextrin it has a smaller particle size, so it passes through your gut a lot faster, which results in you get that energy a lot quicker, and it can reduce some GI distress if you've been an athlete that has suffered from that in the past. So that's my plan for out on the bike course, and then when I hit the run course, I usually pull in gels from the aid stations, and I typically have no real specific plan when it comes to a half. I'm just running at such a rate that it's hard to get any fuel in, so I'll grab a gel from the first aid station, I'll run with it, and whenever I think that I can get that gel down, I'll get it down. I've done some half Ironman runs on nothing, and I've done other ones on 3 gels, so it just depends on how I'm feeling at that time. And then typically on the last half of the run, I start getting on the Coke train. So I'll grab some flat Coca-Cola from the aid stations and I'll keep that rolling. You just have to make sure that once you start drinking the Coca-Cola that you keep it up, or else you'll have a crash. And I find that works for me. It just keeps me sharp, gives me a little pep in my step for those last few miles when it's starting to get real ugly. Alright, and that's my race plan for Sunday. Fueling on the bike is probably the most important part for me, and I think I really have it dialed down this year with Glycodurance. And I am training for a full Ironman in a few months, and for that race I'll actually be making more of what's called a super bottle. So I'll actually put in, I haven't figured out the numbers yet or started playing around with it, but I'll probably make at least 1,000 calorie bottle and just sip on that all day out on the bike course. So yeah, if you have any questions about anything nutrition related when it comes to race day, just leave your comment down below and I'll get back to you. If you wanted to try out some F2C products for yourself, I'll put a discount code down below in the description. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe for more everything running, triathlon, and nutrition related.